Welcome, crypto fam, to No One Daily Bitcoin Pod. In today's show, Bitcoin's correcting. I'll be breaking down the latest technical analysis as well as breaking news. Michael Saylor met with GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen just last night. What do you think they were discussing? We'll also be talking about Coinbase's 420 million assets under management exceeds the 21st largest U.S. bank, as well as Tornado Cash developer leaves prison custody as the war on crypto is over. We'll also be discussing inside the Max and Stacy Bitcoin Golf Invitational. As you know, I attended, so I have the insider insights for you. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin Prime to skyrocket to $200,000 per coin. I'll be sharing the timeline according to the Marathon Digital CEO and why. We'll also be discussing America is embracing Bitcoin. There are now 22 states in the U.S. that are proposing the strategic Bitcoin reserve. Also breaking news, Florida Senator Grutters proposes Bitcoin investment bill for the state funds as the global hash wars continue around the world. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this plus so much more today on Sat Stackin' Saturday with the CNA fam at the Bitcoin Cafe. Welcome everyone to the live stream. What it do, JV? Live it in the flesh. I'm going to be streaming for the next couple of hours. Today is Bitcoin 100K Fiesta, Puerto Rico, a few hours out. Let me know if you're excited for that. Shout out Shelton. Good to have you here. Passive income, bring facts. Shandy, the one and only. It's 100K party day. I'm in Puerto Rico with Nipsey, snuggled up with him, living the good life. I think so. That's right. The chairman of the SEC. He's taking the day off to chill with Shandy today. He deserves it. He's been working harder than Gensler's ever worked out of 4 years, and he's just getting started. Shout out Bring Facts. Let me know how your excursion was there, brother, last night. Yes, 96,420. That's a buying opportunity. BTFD. I'm going to go ahead and pin the stream to the top of the X profile. If you guys can comment, quote, the live stream, you will get reposted in real time. And it's already pinned to the top of the profile. And you guys are phenomenal. We get practically a flawless heart to reshare ratio, which is unheard of. So thank you guys in advance. I'm going to go ahead and check now. Shelton, shout out to the fam. Appreciate it. He put join JB and the ZNA fam for the best in the crypto news. JB and the Bitcoin Cafe. East Afro King, daily check-in with JB and the fam. Thank you, East Afro King. Thank you, Catherine, Jarrett, BTC Bull, Bub. Much appreciated. Adriana, cheers. David Jason, Short Coin, all the family. Appreciate all the support. You guys are the bum diggity.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day, maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Welcome everyone to the stream. Shout out Crypto Surge. I saw the beautiful view of the ocean here in Puerto Rico. Glad to hear you got here safe. And again, a few hours away to the fiesta. I'll be there by 8 p.m. when it kicks off. And we'll be partying till midnight. And then, of course, tomorrow's the big VIP day. We got our boating and snorkeling tour. So looking forward to that. Thank you again, Shelton. I appreciate the repost. Hope you guys have some fun today. Thank you, East Afro King. We will. Had to put a tarp over our heads to block the moon so we could see the glow. Oh, word. I guess because it makes it darker. So you're saying the glow comes from the water itself. It's not coming from the lit up moon or the stars, if that makes sense. I slapped a jellyfish and made it glow. How cool is that? Luckily, a non-stinging type. I'd say you're so very lucky. Shout out Passive. Good to have you here. Welcome to the rest of the fam. Happy Sat Stackin' Saturday, February 8th. Incredible. 3 more days till the big birthday celebration. I turned 33. Good afternoon, Jerome Smith. Welcome to the live stream, family. Yeah, Bitcoin's correct, and we're down 15 hundo on the day, but a great BTFD opportunity and a perfect storm for Sat Stackin' Saturday. Wouldn't you say?
vibing in the tropics, the air so sweet, swaying to the rhythm with the Bitcoin beat.
And shout out Chandy 10 Music. If you're not subscribed, I have her YouTube channel pinned in the comments section on the tube, and follow her over on X, #1 Bitcoin music channel, hands down. Chandy put, JB is live on X, Rumble, and YouTube with the best day of the Bitcoin pod. Join JB and the CNA fan for the Bitcoin news, entertainment, music, and fellowship. The live chat is right here. Appreciate you dropping the link. Just reposted. Shout out Ann, Mud Runner, and BTC News. Appreciate you, broski. And KZY Crypto, 22 and counting. Bitcoin adoption, strategic, Bitcoin reserve. Amen.
JV's on the court, he's calling the plays. Me and Serge ballin', winning all day. Starlit sky, strawberry moon, dancing to the whispers of a bitty tune. Thirsty under a Puerto Rican hunger moon.
Libra scales tip to Aquarius charm. It's Bitcoin astrology, we're disarmed. Manifesting lasting connections.
Let's go. But yeah, yo, welcome everyone. Already over 200 on the live. If you guys can comment and quote the live stream, we can repost it. Hack the algorithm. Orange pill, more of the masses. And welcome everyone just joining us. Good to have you here, VZ, Fat Cat, in the building. But anyways, without further ado, if you're new to the channel, very important to smash the likes. Then go ahead, subscribe, hit the bell icon, turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, 7 days a week, just like this. Today is pod number 1900. That's right, 1900 episodes as of today. And today is Sat Stack and Saturday, February 8th, 2025. I'm your host, JV, an honor to be here. Today is the big celebration, the 100K Bitcoin Fiesta I'm hosting in Puerto Rico alongside Chandy 10 Music, and I can't wait to lock arms with the CNA fam and party it all night with you guys. It's going to be amazing. So, but anyways, let's kick it off with our market watches we do each and every day. As you can see on Coin360, Bitcoin and most of the major alts are correcting and in the red, but ironic enough, BNB, Binance token, is up 6% on the day. And checking out coinmarketcap.com. The current Bitcoin market cap, let's see where we're at. 3.15 trillion total crypto. Bitcoin is 1.9 trillion. We have roughly 93 billion worth of volume for the past 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance has been maintaining above 60%, currently 60.6%. Ether dominance all the way down to 10.1%. Checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours. It's basically Binance Coin leading the pack, and just a handful of others as the majority of the alts are correcting and in the red. And checking out the crypto bubbles. We always like to see the visual perspective on the day. Unfortunately, it's Rex City. It's about 90% of the market correcting in the red. And zooming out on the monthly, very similar, only the losses are more significant. Obviously, you get wrecked with the shitcoinery. Many of these alts down 30, 40, 50 plus percent. And checking out the crypto gain inventory index. Today we're at 44. Yesterday at 44 fear. Last week at 68. And last month at 69 in greed. And checking out the time chain calendar. We have 167,099 blocks until the next halving in 2028. And we're currently on block number 882,901. You can currently exchange one fiat monopoly dollar for 1,038 sats. So stack the sats, put down the gats, and pick up some Bitcoin caps from my man Sergio over at bitcoincaps.net, such as this Bitcoin Country, one of my favorite caps right here. Let's go. Did you know that orange is the diluted brown? The doing, doing, doing. I'm giving you guys another diamond. I appreciate it. Salute. Yeah, pod episode 1900. Crazy, right? Time flies. Orange is the opposite of the blue on the color wheel. Use your imagination. February 15th is going to be a big day. My gut's telling me I don't know why. What do you think is going to happen on the 15th? Last year, it was February 12th. We hit $50,000 just to put everything into perspective. Yeah, we were in the 40s. My goal, my birthday wish for Satoshi was I just want to hit 50 G's on my birthday. Didn't happen. We got close, but it was the following day on the 12th. We achieved 50 G's, and now here we are, double that, 100,000. We've revisited 100,000 100 times, at least, since we've hit it. And the current all-time high price discovery is 109.3, achieved Inauguration Day, Jan 20th, the morning Trump obviously became the new president officially. Speaking of the orange and the blue, JV is wearing the example. Exactly. Shout out to the Crypto Surge. This was actually a gift from him when he visited me a few months back for his birthday. And Surge is in Puerto Rico right now. So Welcome, everyone just joining us. We're about to dive in and do some astrology for the broskies. Crypto is about to explode. This is no time to be the bear, unless your name is Peter Schiffmeister, eh?
On this
The Shifty Meister.
golden shore, this legendary perfection, so good we're craving more.
Give me more.
Coconuts crack, the fire pits dragging, flame lit, Spinderella spins, and the fam's feeling.
Hot dealers unite, Puerto Rican delight. This is our night, keeping it tight.
Puerto Rico nights under Satoshi skies, just try to stop this good time.
It's the number 11, won't you come with me to the party? I mean,
No bad wolf's gonna try, but bitty wolves.
you can't deny.
And shout out everyone for the comments. I'm just going to shout you guys out. KZY Crypto picked up last few sats I needed today to round off my self-custody of the 3 whole coins. Congratulations. That's massive. Not just to be a whole coiner, but to own 3 of the biddy. Well done, brother. Music to my ears. Thank you again, Catherine. Tokens Magazine Charlene wrote, JV, isn't Michael a threat to Bitcoin? Sailor vows to never transfer any Bitcoin he gobbed up off the network. He is literally suffocating the Bitcoin. I think it's definitely a good thing because I got to front run Michael Saylor. So I think anyone who got in Bitcoin prior to MicroStrategy putting Bitcoin on the balance sheet is probably happy. Allow him to gobble it all up and hodl for life. I don't mind whatsoever. It's just going to make your Bitcoin worth that much more. So to me, that's an honor. So keep doing what you're doing, Giga Chad. Shout out Shez FX and shout out Mr. Corvette. Let's go. Fiesta. That's right. Incoming live performance by Chandy. Oh, snap. Rudy LaCoin, even on the weekend, JV, brings the news on Bitcoin. 22 states proposed Bitcoin strategic reserve. You damn straight. Working on 2, says Shelton. Right on. You guys are amazing. The Biddy fam. I had my first Spindrift lime flavor today, and they're so good. Chandy says she's impressed. She can't believe that's just carbonated water with a hint of lime or lemon in this case. But it is pretty amazing, the Spindrift. That's why we drink it. And it's not even a sponsor of the show. Orange and blue or the black makes brown. We got some color alchemists in the building. But anyways, let's dive into a little astrology for the broskies and also pull up the live charts as we're correcting. Happy Sat Stack on Saturday. Bitcoin hinges on 93 support. Risk 1.3 billion liquidation on the trade war concerns. That's right. Bitcoin price may experience a significant liquidation event if it falls under the key support level, which would wipe out over 1.3 billion of the leverage long positions. Bitcoin price fell below 100K Feb 4th after market sentiment was hit by the global trade war concerns following news of import tariffs announced by the United States and good old China. To avoid a correction below 90,500 in the near term, Bitcoin needs a weekly close above the 93,000 support level, according to Ryan Lee over at BitGet, quoting him here. Watch for the Bitcoin support at 90,500 and 93 Gs. Dropping below 90,500 might indicate the bearish trends. These levels could shape the market sentiment depending upon how the Bitcoin trades around them. The Bitcoin risks significant downside volatility under 93 Gs. A potential correction below would trigger nearly 1.3 billion worth of leverage long positions across the crypto exchanges. Now, the global trade wars are a double-edged sword for the Biddy price. Macroeconomic uncertainty is generally a red flag for risk assets. The current tension between China and the U.S. may be a double-edged sword for the Biddy price. Do you agree? And while the prospect of new tariffs increases investor uncertainty due to their historically negative market impact, they may only pose a short-term risk for the Biddy price, according to James Woe, the founder of venture capital firm DFG, quoting him here. This is what Bitcoin was originally intended for, to be a hedge against fiat devaluation and inflation, which might see Bitcoin ultimately benefiting from the flight away from the weakened fiat currencies to push the price higher over time. Trump's meeting with Chinese president reportedly delayed. President Xi and the Trumpster, so be it. But in breaking news, I do want to also point out, Plan B tweeted, all Bitcoin gain is made, the red dot periods, 6 months before the halving until 18 months after the halving. The blue periods are all in a loss. We are more in the red period. 9 more months of the red candles to be printed on the stock to flow chart between February and October. And if you don't know, stock to flow projects the Biddy price hovering between $250,000 and $1 million between now and the next halving in 2028. And on average, that's a $500,000 Bitcoin price with a bull scenario of $1 million. Shout out out to the plan B. Now, also big news, the Giga Chad Sailor with GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen last night. GameStop, massive company. Are they thinking of putting the pretty little bitty on the balance sheet? Well, if he's speaking of Mikey Saylor, there's can only be one thing. I mean, that's all Michael does is speak about Bitcoin, how great it is, and how it's going to change the world, how it's already changing the world as we continue to orange pill the masses. And you recently know they rebranded MicroStrategy. The new company name is Strategy B, and that's for the bitty. And pulling up some of the live charts. We'll check this out. Obviously, we're correcting today, but it's all good. It's perfect on a sat stack and Saturday. Here's a live chart via Coinbase. We do have a target on the 1 hour chart, 104,856. That's about an $8,000 price appreciation from the current price level. Zooming out from the 1 hora, let's go to the 4 hour. The 4 hour chart says pretty little bitty going out forever, JV. We have a $130,000 target. Very bullish there. We also have a $106,000 target, which will take us closer to price discovery. And zooming out from the 4 hour, let's take a look at the 1 day. The 1 day chart says we're still going up forever, Laura. The rising wedgie, we've had some red corrective candles past few days, but it's all good in the hood. Zooming out from the daily, let's visit the weekly chart. Still have the sexy cup and handle target. Last couple of weeks have been, bearish closes. We get a new close for tomorrow. Let's see if we can flip this 100K psychological, resistance, flip it back to a support so the pretty little bitty can never re-enter 5-digit price action ever again. And zooming out from the 1 week, we take a look at the 1 month, and the 1 month chart shows February thus far forming a red candle. November was the most bullish God candle we have ever seen in a price appreciation of roughly 30 G's. But there you have it, crypto bros and bitty baddies. Who feels crypto will soar May of 2025? So what's up with May? May I ask? Tariffs in Canada and Mexico is stupid. We are one big family. Bitcoin and XRP are like peanut butter and jelly. They go to good. They go to good together good. Stalin boom shakes out many retail the leverage positions. Tariffs from the USA in 1930 triggered a global depression. Ouch. I feel so special. Nipsey is so snuggled to me, and he kept perking ears when JV went on, and he decided to be a loving host. I am honored. The smooth Hawley Tariff Act is now widely blamed for worsening the severity of the Great Depression in the U.S. and all around the world.
From Bitcoin live streams to juicy by the sea wet dreams,
Strawberry juicy,
sexy vacation,
sexcation.
It's an oceanfront kind of ecstasy. It's a 100K moist beat.
And shout out Bad B. Excited to see you at the party in a little bit. I appreciate the repost and for all your support. And shout out Adam Taylor. Catch JB on this glorious Sat Stack and Saturday. Amen.
Dream.
Puerto Rico, Bitcoin doing.
This feels right, no ditty. It feels tight, so drippy. I wanna hear you cry out my name. I wanna make you feel the bang bang.
Ding dong on my door. Watch how I answer. I wanna soar.
Puerto Rico nights under Satoshi skies. Just try to stop this good time. No bad wolf's gonna try, but bitty wolves
You can't deny.
from Bitcoin live streams to
Breaking news. Kathy Wood says Bitcoin's going to 1.5 million within the next 5 years. My only question for Kathy, why so bearish, Miss Wood? Why so bearish?
juicy by the sea wet dreams.
Strawberry juicy,
This sexy vacation. It's an
sexcation.
oceanfront kind of ecstasy. It's a 100K moist bitty dream.
Tell me more, boss man. My bitty king turns me on.
Hodl thy biddy. Amen. Good thing we hodled the biddy, says Sean. Amen. Hey, JV. Oh, heard 623 continuous daily episodes of yours. That's all. You've only tuned into 623 episodes of the 1900. You have some catching up to do, young Jedi. Before you know it, we'll be on episode freaking 2900. You know what I mean? It's crazy how fast time flies. Like, it feels like I just found Bitcoin yesterday. I can't believe it was in 2017. It's crazy. Has Bitcoin ever boomed on the weekend? Oh, absolutely. We've had hella weekend pumps. So some people get it twisted, like, oh, Bitcoin never pumps on the weekend. And as soon as they talk their ish, Pretty Little Bitty shows you what it does. It's not on anyone's trajectory. It's on its own trajectory. And we've had plenty of weekend pumps. There is no like science like Bitcoin only pumps on the mornings of the first day of the week. Never pumps on the weekend. Bitcoin just does whatever it wants. It doesn't, take orders from anyone. That's the beautiful thing.
We're rebels, we're dreamers, we're the Bitcoin tribe.
Yes, Shandy, Bitcoin is our savior during the next Great Depression. Also is universal money that can be transported if you need to leave a bad world. Long weekends are the best. Amen. Shout out Josh Runge. Them putting tariffs on everything will only help crypto more for the price of everything is going to go higher.
Living for the moment, I'm riding the rocket, living the bitty vibe. Bitty chemistry, bitty up, no diddy, get it up. Getting wet with our Bitcoin, doing, we're going coin.
Bam, bitty fam.
You like the sound of that? Good. The power of the 7. Right on. But anyways, fam, keep the comments flowing. Already over close to 700 people on the stream. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Happy Stack and Saturday. Today's main topic, we're discussing the United States adoption of the strategic Bitcoin reserve. There's now 22 states, and that's a divine number. 11, add them up. That's 22. So you already know. Before you know it, I'll be reporting all 50 states are adopting a Bitcoin strategic reserve. It looks like they're about to beat the Trumpster at the nation state level, unless Trump makes emergency here. But either way, big things are happening, and Bitcoin's in a bull. It's the year 2025. Last year was the halving, and a beautiful time to be in Bitcoin. And as we rejoice as Bitcoiners around the world, like the sound of that 333 word up. 11, 3 times is a 333. And I think that's the most Bitcoin has pumped. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know we pumped 30,000 in a month. And think of it this way. It took Bitcoin 16 years since the inception of the Genesis block to get to $100,000. And then in November, 3 months ago, we just pumped $30,000 in a single month. How many years did it take for Bitcoin to go from 0 to 20,000? Well, I guess from 2009 to 2017, that was an 8-year journey to go from 0 to 20,000. Bitcoin, again, from 0 in 2009 to 2017. It went from 0 to 20,000. And we just had a $30,000 monthly candle for November. So if you really want to put things into perspective. But anyways, fam, let's continue with our next story of the day. Next headline reads, Coinbase is $420 billion in assets under management. Happy 420 to the broskies. Exceeds the 21st largest U.S. bank. That's right, broskies. Coinbase's assets under management make the crypto exchange worth more than the 21st largest bank of the U.S., showcasing continued growth for the industry. Coinbase, the third or largest centralized crypto exchange in the world by trading volume, is holding $420 billion worth of digital assets on behalf of the users. Pretty substantial number. It's like almost $500 billion, broskies. This would make Coinbase the 21st largest bank of the U.S., according to Armstrong, co-founder of Coinbase, who wrote here, if you think of Coinbase like a bank, we now hold about $0.42 trillion in assets for our customers because they're the custodian of BlackRock, MicroStrategy, all the major whales, which would make us the 21st largest bank of the U.S. by total assets. If you think of us more like a brokerage, we'd be the 8th largest brokerage today by the assets under management. Now, the NYCB posted a $260 million quarterly loss for the fourth quarter of 2023 after purchasing the collapsed crypto-friendly Signature Bank back in 2023. Coinbase posted a $273 million net profit the same quarter, marking the first positive income quartet since the fourth quarter of 2021. Now, more advanced crypto platforms could consolidate today's numerous financial services into a single all-in-one neo-bank for the future. With crypto, the line between these categories is a blurring. If in the updated financial system, you'll just have single primary financial account, which serves all these functions. A greater percentage of the global GDP will run on a more efficient crypto rail over time. And also quoting Let's see here. Shintan Turkahia, Senior Director of the Engineering at Coinbase. If our goal is to bring the next billion users, then let's start with just 100 million. We have to take all those friction points out. And there you have it. I mean, massive volume. Let me know if you guys are using Coinbase or what's your go-to crypto exchange of choice. Holla at your boy. Now, welcome again, everyone. Just joining us. We've got 700 people on the live stream. Welcome, welcome. Could you imagine Biddy pumping? Yeah, man, absolutely. If they drop Bitcoin down to 90,000, I will have a whole Bitcoin. I'll have 1.2. That's a W. Cheers. Wisconsin was the first state to buy the Bitcoin. Shout out Wisconsin. I'm a 333. My birthday is 11/29, which is the 333rd day of the year. My time of the birth was 11:47. That's an 11/11. I'm surrounded by the 11s. Also, my apartment numbers. Don't tell everyone your apartment number, but that's fantastic. You got to dig the numerology there, broski. That's fantastic. Go ahead and market maker. I dare you to drop it to 90 to 10 G's. Let's go. Let's go, Biddy. 2.2 million in play. And Chandy tweeted, the Biddy vibe is live. JV is spreading the Biddy news. Come join us on a live chat. Thank you, Chandy. And shout out Chandy 10 Music. That song we just played was created for the 100K Bitcoin Fiesta. We're going to be jamming out, partying to Chandy jams all evening from 8 to midnight tonight here in Puerto Rico. So I'm super excited for that. Let's go. I see 333 every day. It kind of freaks me out at times. Like when I wake up at 333. I also looked up like numerology with consciousness, and 333, if I recall correctly, also symbolizes joy. Joy. So when you see 333, that's the consciousness of joy. Just FYI. Yeah, I mean, so definitely good numbers you're seeing there. Shout out Abel Gonzalez. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome everyone just joining us. We got 800 people here. I'm going to check the X feed once again. Shout out Boss33. Appreciate the repost on Chandy's post of the repost. And keep the comments flowing. Very exciting times. Big 100K Bitcoin Fiesta sold out event this evening. Freaky Joe, eh? Shout out Michael Ash. What it do? But anyways, next story of the day. Let's discuss the Tornado Cash. Tornado Cash developer Alexei leaves prison custody. First, Ross is a free man. Now this man is a free man. Tornado Cash developer Alexei was released from prison custody February 7th. That was yesterday. And will remain on house arrest while he prepares his legal appeal. That's a win. February 6th, Dutch court suspended his pretrial detention, which began August of 2022, extended in the prior court ruling November 2024. As part of the pretrial release, he must be electronically monitored. It is not real freedom, but it's better than prison. Can I get an amen? His case raised alarm amongst privacy advocates who decried the legal action as setting a dangerous precedent for privacy-preserving technologies and developers of immutable code. If you're not familiar with the Tornado Cash, it's ultimately a crypto mixer, and the government with their war on crypto definitely targeted him. I think gave him a life sentence for, obviously doesn't belong in prison. But anyways, the Herzogenaurach Court of Appeal found this guy guilty of money laundering in May of 2024 and sentenced the software developer to 5 years and 4 months in prison. Dutch court officials found him guilty despite developers of the Tornado Cash software having no control over the funds that pass through the protocol or the protocol itself. U.S. Department of the Treasury on foreign assets sanctioned Tornado Cash the same month as the detention began. Officials from the government regulator claimed that more than $7 billion in illicit funds have been laundered through the service since it launched. Now, here's the thing. He created the service. He's not the individual using the mixer. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like using the logic of Mark Zuckerberg created Facebook, and there's criminals that do illicit activities using the Facebook marketplace, so let's just lock up Zuckerberg for creating this in the first place, which is the whole logic, which makes no sense here. OFAC also cited $455 million in funds purportedly stolen by the infamous North Korean hacking group Lazarus, and already laundered through the Tornado Cash as a reason for sanctioning the service. So in November of 2024, the U.S. Fifth Circuit of Appeal Court ruled that OFAC exceeded in congressional authority in sanctioning Tornado Cash immutable contracts. The panel of judges for the court found Tornado Cash contracts, which are lines of immutable code. Yeah, all it is coding. It's free speech. It should be protected by our amendment of the United States Constitution. They were not property and could not be owned. In January 2025, the U.S. District Court for the Western District of Texas overturned tornado cast sanctioning, signaling a seismic shift of the privacy tools of regulatory policy for the United States. Take that, Gensler. And like earlier rulings, the overturning of the OFAC sanctions against Tornado Cash represents a seminal case that will set precedents for the digital privacy cases in the U.S. The U.S. government despises privacy coins. There's been a war against them, if you guys haven't noticed. Now, anyways, let me know your thoughts with that. And have you ever used a mixer, such as a Tornado Cash? Let me know. Before we dive into our next story of the day, and I'll discuss some of the highlights inside the Max and Stacy Bitcoin Golf Invitational, according to this published article by The Good Life. And I can give you some insider insights as I was just there in Bitcoin country, hence I'm rocking the cap. Repeating numbers, synchronicities, have different meanings, as JV just explained about the 333. I received a message from a deceased loved one at 11:11 a.m. and the message blank but had static. Truth. People telling their apartment and debit card numbers. What's happening here? Yeah, probably not a good idea to do that. Even have a capture. You got to remember, we have like 1,000 people watching right now. By the end of the stream, there'll be thousands of people, and potentially tens of thousands of people listen and watch every episode collectively between X, Rumble, YouTube, and all the podcast communities, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, yada, yada, yada. So you don't want to dox yourself, family. But there is a meditation on numbers that is the most powerful one I ever heard. Let me see if I can pull that up as I play some music, because it's profound, and I would recommend every single one of you listen to this meditation on numbers so you can understand God's true language, which is numbers. So let me grab that real quick for you guys.
No plan B needed, I have the biddy. Bitcoin is my plan.
So meditation tip. Me and my daughter listen to Brian Scott virtually every night when I put her to bed. We listen to a meditation, and there's particular ones on numbers that I'm going to point you guys to listen to, and maybe tomorrow when you get the time to listen to it, you check back with me and let me know what you think. But follow that man. Phenomenal meditations. You want to reprogram the unconscious mind. I couldn't think of a better guy. Brian Scott. Notice his username is Brian Scott 1111. I don't think that's a coincidence. But let me find you some of my numerology meditations I highly recommend.
Plan A, B, C, D, and E. There is no other plan for me. I am with the bit rip through the dips, bitty Bitcoin. It's my plan A, B, C, D, and E. I'm team BTC. Through God, Satoshi educated me. Through God, Satoshi freed me. Through God, Satoshi changed me. Plan A, B, C, D, and E. Bitcoin's the only financial plan for me. Angels in the orange. Angels in the orange. Yes, I said.
I just realized, because he has like probably hundreds or thousands of videos, and I can't search on the mobile phone. I have to do the search on my other computer. But you guys can find it. Just type in numerology under Brian Scott when you search, and you guys will be blown away by some of these meditations. And let me know what you guys think. But really good stuff. I was like mind blown. There's a collective consciousness for groups of numbers, and you can tap into that consciousness just by visualizing or focusing on these numbers. It's so powerful. Brian Scott, you're very welcome, Joe. Enjoy it. It's a really good one. My daughter loves it as well. So it's something that allows us to bond and meditate together. Guided meditations. It's something afterwards, but might be like per se, lively, better, life is hard. Wow. So we all have life afterwards. Of course, we're spiritual beings having a human experience, and we live forever. Not in the physical flesh, but spiritually. Good day, family. Shout out Mr. Relentless. What to do? I'm going to check the X feed again, broskies. If you guys can comment, quote the live stream. It's always appreciated. Shout out Shelly Smart. Appreciate the reposts. Again, Boss 33. Appreciate all the reposts. And Bitcoin Mama 212. Thank you for all the reposts. Keep the comments coming. We got about 1,000 people watching live and in the flesh right now. And now you guys know one of my secret meditation channels. Brian Scott. Enjoy that one. But let's continue with the news because we still got a lot to share. We discussed Tornado Cash. Now here's the latest regarding the Max and Stacy Invitational event. And obviously I was there a couple of weeks ago. Incredible experience in Bitcoin country. This was an article just published. So I'm going to read this to you from the author's perspective. And then at the end, I'll chime in and give you a little more details of my personal experience. Locking arms with Max and Stacy at the incredible event in Bitcoin country. So yeah, first and foremost, the Max and Stacy Bitcoin Invitational brought together more than 300 attendees. That was on the 11th, 10/11, that is, Chandy. That's a blackjack. At the El Encanto Country Club in El Salvador. That's where the Huddle House studio is that Max Kaiser and Stacy just had built. And that's where JV got invited to record the podcast. The event was a celebration of sportsmanship, Bitcoin innovation, and community building set against the backdrop of beautiful landscapes and world-class facilities. And let's not forget about the Coco Max, the official drink of Bitcoin country. Now, these were the gentlemen that won these jackets. Banco Azteca's team, and I believe that is Ricardo Salinas' team over from Mexico. Obviously, he sent his crew there, and this guy's Rafa and Pedro. They proudly received the prestigious orange jackets for securing first place at the Max and Stacy Golfing Invitational. And for those that don't know, it was a golfing tournament. Like, they competed against each other. I was there as more as like a spectator, just to capture footage and get around Max and spend as much time with him as possible. But also they gave away some custom watches from Coin Vigilante, and I actually just went to their website and I'm pretty blown away. I may have to order this watch. Shout out Coin Vigilante. For those that don't know, they make custom Bitcoin watches that are pretty amazing. This is the website. I was actually on it earlier for the first time, and they actually provided some of the watches that were given away as prizes. For those that don't know, Max and Stacy gifted $250,000 worth of prizes at their event, like total next level, fifth level G shit. But here's their website. They make some stunning Bitcoin watches. This one's to the moon theme. I'm going to show you this orange one I've been eyeing. I may have to pick up. And look at the back, the craftsmanship here. I mean, the 100K edition, I'm going to the moon. Pretty slick. I like these watches. This one's the Genesis Celebration Genesis edition. That's a pretty sexy one as well. People have been asking me about these watches. They're actually affordable. I assumed they would be like 10 or 20,000 for some reason. So when I just went to the website, and I have no affiliate relation with them whatsoever, I just find them sexy. Notice that orange one, it's only $500. That's pretty. I totally rock this one. Oh, sold out. I may have to hit up Coin Vigilante and ask for a favor, but I really like this one. Let me know what you guys think. I like the watches where you can see the mechanics like on the inside, you know what I mean, like right there. And for $500 to custom Bitcoin watch, bro, I'll take two, one for each wrist. But yeah, so shout out Coin Vigilante. And I know I'm getting sidetracked, but I thought that was kind of cool that Max was giving away some really, really cool prizes. And those jackets were hand stitched in Milan, Italy, like next level. Totally cool. So there was a 16th hole challenge where they offered to give away one Bitcoin if anyone got a hole in one. I don't think anyone got the hole in one because the odds of doing it is like, I think I heard 1 out of 13,000. It's not easy, as you know. I'm sure you know already if you're a golfer. Tourism Insights, they had some great speakers there who were sponsors of the show. Shout out to them. Happy Hour at Bitcoin Beach, the first day of the event. I actually didn't attend the first day. I didn't get there until late that evening, and then I attended the full second day. But I saw some of the highlight footage that Daniel Martin, Brandon captured and stuff like that. But it seemed really cool. They were hanging out here and hanging out at the beach. That's the Bitcoin Sports Network on the left, Chris and Frida that put on the event. They own the Bitcoin Sports Network, and that's the jacket on the inside. You can see how sexy that really is in detail, and that was the jacket handmade in Milan, like Italy. Just total next level shit. Everything about the event. So I guess now I'll touch upon some of the things that I really enjoyed hanging out with Max and Stacy. Shout out Jason Buck, brother. Wow, $100 super, just like that. Happy B-Day, JV. Thank you for all you do. Well, Jason Buck, right back at you. Thank you for all your support. This gong strike is for you, brother. Wow. Makes me want to like standing ovation for Jason. Wow. Next level, 5th level G shit. But yeah, the Max and Stacy event was amazing. I try to capture as much event footage as I could. For me, the highlight was getting to ride in the golf cart with Max, capture footage through the 18 holes in the El Encanto golf club, top-notch property. Have the Coco Max, you know, incredible drink, incredible people. Max is completely electric, his personality. He's naturally a comedian, so it's hard not to laugh in his presence. And he is always channeling Satoshi. I don't know how many times he said he is channeling Satoshi. And so yeah, it's just amazing hanging out with such a legend. I've been looking up to Max since I got into the Bitcoin space. My favorite power duo in Bitcoin is Max and Stacy. You know what I mean? And they're going to have another event, and I'm not going to miss it. And if you guys can get tickets, if you get the opportunity, highly recommend attending events. They're life-changing. It's not just the experience, which is great, that you'll never forget, but you develop friendships and relationships that'll last a lifetime. So priceless. You can't put a price point on attending an event when you get around the people you want to be around. You feel me? So I couldn't recommend it enough. The event was phenomenal, top notch, so inexpensive compared to what they provided. They could have charged 10, 20 times more for that event. And I've been like, damn, that was a fantastic value. It was practically free the way I looked at it. I think I paid $200 for a ticket to an event with Max and Stacy, a 2-day event, included food. Like, come on now. You can't put on an event like that without costing probably at least $500,000. I'm speculating, but it's not cheap. So everything was top notch, and I can't wait for the next one. And if you get an opportunity, take advantage of it. I think there's a waiting list. I think as soon as they launch tickets, they sell out like within 30 minutes. So follow Max and Stacy and cop your ticket to the next one if you get the opportunity to come. And I'll look forward to seeing you there. Shout out Duckless Plus HVAC. Duckless in the building. JB, let's collab with the Duckless AZ to get me a subscription. Word up. What's a Gucci? Kennedy? Gucci, man. I don't know. But yeah, again, thank you, Jay. That was very kind of you. Welcome everyone joining the live stream. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. And again, I will be streaming over the course of the next hour. We're already almost at the top of the hour. A lot of exciting news. So shout out Captain Kanadi. Appreciate it. Keep the comments flowing, broskies.
Angels in the orange. I see.
Oh, and today we finally get to play the new premiere for the music video that Shandy produced for us. Bada boom, bada Bitcoin, so stay tuned.
The angels in the cold storage. It's all in the orange. Sunrise, sunset, hope alive. Bitcoin isn't a bet. You have been told, never forget. This is your chance to change the tides and make your own sunlight.
So it's going on 3 p.m. here in Puerto Rico. 5 more hours until the fiesta. 5 more hours. So let's continue, get this show on a road. Welcome Diana Jones and Joe and the rest of the fam. Next story of the day, yo. Here we go. Let's discuss this $200,000 target and the timeline. Then we'll discuss the breaking news of the 22 states now proposing a strategic Bitcoin reserve. And then we'll premiere Chandy's new music video. And I'll kick it with you guys for a little bit before we got to get ready for the party. And yeah, again, shout out Max and Stacy. We love you guys. Next headline, Bitcoin Prime to skyrocket to up to 200,000 by the year end, according to Marathon Digital CEO. And he explains why. Here you go. The CEO of the Bitcoin mining giant, Marathon Digital, Fred Thiel, is leaning bullish on Bitcoin, believing it can more than double its value before the year expires. Why so bearish, Fred? In an interview on CNBC, Thiel said Bitcoin can go up by over 100% from the current level before the end of the year. Thanks, Captain Obvious. Quoting him here, I think there's a general consensus that the price of the Bitty will move up this year to somewhere between 150 and 200,000 by the end of this year. What do you see, or what you do see, is anytime there's major selling of the Bitty, there are buyers who enter the market and keep the price in the range of somewhere between 95 and 100,000. So I think there's still a big belief that Bitcoin will continue to go up in price. There's still a lot of demand for the asset by not just retail, but the institutional investors. And according to the Marathon Digital CEO, some of the analysts, that will drive the price of the bitty up include a friendly regulatory environment and the embracement of the king crypto by both the private and public entities, quoting them here. On the regulatory side of the U.S., you'll see money center banks being able to custody the crypto and lend against the crypto. That will then drive corporations to begin putting the bitty on the balance sheet, and we're not talking in large amounts, but 1 to 2% of their cash or the liquid assets as an alternative to the treasuries or just holding it in the fiat. What do we call those who store the fiat in the banks? We call them poor. But I digress. And when you do that, that drives the price of the Bitcoin up. There is a limited action of Bitcoin available, unlike gold or unlike other types of precious commodities that can be extracted out of the ground. There are 20 million Bitcoin in circulation today. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin available, so the scarcity will, in fact, drive the price up. Preload bitty going up. If then the U.S. decides to go ahead and plan to execute a Bitcoin strategic reserve, in which we're witnessing, that will require another 1 million Bitcoin to be put aside and into the fund. And the other sovereigns will do the same thing, and that will continue to drive the price up. Hence, it's going up forever, Laura. And there you have it. Before we dive into our feature story of the day and discuss the U.S. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve now being introduced to 22 states, that's practically half of the United States of America. Yeah, man. I think the Nipster needs an AC, says the Douglas. Rumble stream not started. Oh, for real? Maybe I forgot to update the code there. Typically, I'm on it. My apologies. Good to note. So today we're only live then. That would mean on YouTube and X, because I forgot to update every day before I do the show. I have to update the code to make the stream work, and I legitimately forgot now that I think about it. So thanks for the heads up. Sorry, Rumble fam. Was not my intent. I live the channel. Let me know. I'm glad to help you guys. Thank you, Duckless. I've been listening to JV for about 4 years via the podcast. It wasn't until this year I started to watch the live. The way I see it is JV has been my guide through my Bitcoin journey. Honored Jason, and it's a true pleasure. It's 80 degrees in JV's house, so he freezes when I am here. Can get it comfortably downstairs, but upstairs it's always hot to me. JV's always freezing when I am here. JV is super happy with his air conditioning. He doesn't even turn it on I know, I'm like, I don't even turn it on when I sleep. I'm such a Puerto Rican. I like the 90-degree weather here. It's amazing. $200 is a great price for the Max and Stacy. Yeah, I know. I think the ticket was $197. It's not going to be the same price next year. It'll probably be more. That was their very first one. But whatever the price is, even if they charge 10x, I'm in. It doesn't matter what they charge. It's that good. So it's priceless is what I'm trying to say. Jones, I stay with it. And it was a 2-day event, like full 2-day event. Incredible. All I know is this will be my last winter here in northern Wisconsin. We travel everywhere, right on Duckless. I'm going to check the X feed again before we dive into the feature story, fam. All comments and quotes of the live will get reposted in real time, just like my homie Glenn Cooper. Let's go. Thank you, broski.
Oranges grow in the glow of a new sunrise. Live orange, get your vitamin C on. Boost your financial immune system and your life quality. Orange plan is plan A, B, C, D, and E. Orange skies, endless rise. Freedom flies with open eyes. Ledger lines, the world aligns. No middlemen, no more confines. Truth engraved in blocks of time. Immutable, sublime. A full moon bright. Calling to a better path, a better way. The code is law, no hands to sway or pay. Turn your brain on. Get your Bitcoin. Plan A, B, C, D, and E. Bitcoin's the only plan for me. Decentralized, no inflation, taking your gain.
Sold my shit coins and reallocated into the major alts and of course into the bitty. Feels good. All I know is this will be my last winter here in northern Wisconsin. Sayonara, winter, try tomorrow. I'm in Puerto Rico. Scout's honor. Yeah, man. I mean, I think I'm considered, is it warm-blooded, where you can't do the cold? I mean, I've been living in warm weather since 6th grade when we moved to Florida, where I consider it, bringing the heat. And then I spent a few years in Costa Rica. And I think the only cold place I ever lived was China. It was fucking freezing. Like snowing, ice. Because I was in the Northeast, not too far from Beijing in Shanxi province, and I spent 13 months there, and I hated it. I couldn't stand the cold. I don't know how people do it. Like, I can't even enjoy a 1-week vacation in a cold place. Like when I went to the UK, I'm like, it's freezing, it's raining, it's crazy. I need warm weather. If the sun is shining on me, I'm like at the house, there's always a sunspot and your dog is sitting in it. That's me. I need my sunspot. Have fun now. The asteroids are coming. I've heard this one before. I don't know if I buy into that. Not saying I know anything about it, but I'm not going to worry about if a asteroid hits the Earth. If it hits the Earth, it hits the Earth. Did you know back in 2012, I relocated to Medellin, Colombia, just in case it was the end of the world? And that was actually my last big party I threw. I threw an end of the world party, and I invited all my friends and family, and they flew into Medellin, Colombia, and we celebrated on the rooftop of this incredible building in El Poblado I was renting. And we're like, just in case it's the end of the world. You know what I mean? But it wasn't the end of the world. And here we are, 13 years later. And now people are, it's the end of the world, JV. I'm a little skeptical, but maybe a reason to party. Maybe we'll have to party extra hard tonight, Chandy, just in case that asteroid is going to hit us. What do you think? The first time I was here, Nipsey was hesitant. I bought him treats to keep in the fridge, bacon-like bites, and he's doing well. Yeah, he didn't bark at you at all yesterday. The first time you came over, safe to say it was like 2 hours of just like he didn't know who you were, why you were here. But now I think he's used to you. Why were you in China? Would you even? Oh, yeah. So for work, this is 2010, 2011. When I lived there, I was teaching English. I was an English teacher. My English is superb. I was teaching Chinese students. I had 2 jobs. I taught at a private school called New Dynamic Institute, NDI, at a mall, like a high end for rich kids and adults alike. And I also taught at a middle school for poor kids, like legit poor environment. A public school in China, extremely poor. And like the class sizes for the private school was anywhere from 1-on-1 to maybe 10 people in a class. And then the public school, it's like, I would speculate, at least 50 kids in every class. Some classes had like 100 kids. And just imagine teaching kids. You got to teach them through music and shit. So it's like, I'm just like entertaining them all day. But it was really cool. It was a cool experience, but at the same time, not something I'd ever do again. But that's where I was back then. This is way before the Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Tomorrow is not guaranteed, so live and enjoy today. Yeah, the first time I arrived stressed, dogs pick up on the vibes. What up, fam? Been busy to get to catch this episode. Hope y'all are stacking it hard. Shout out to the McFoofinator. We only stack hard. There's no soft stacking here. I'm in Massachusetts, and the winters are cold, but no better place for the summertime. We have beautiful beaches for the Cape Cod. God bless the biddy. Each and every day.
Work for prosperity instead of sweating for them and buy Bitcoin. Chains broken, global economy, global ledger, global chance for everyone. Plan B, there's no need. This is the seed that breaks the greed. This is the plan that works for you and me. We don't have to work for the masked men, don't you see? Bitcoin changes the past, future, writing a new history. Be a part of the resistance, buy the biddy. Orange is more than just a shade. It's the glow of wealth remade. Generational, inconfiscatable, immutable, impregnable. 5th level, it's sexy.
Right on. But anyways, fam, now for our feature story of the day. America is embracing Bitcoin big time. There's now 22 states officially adopting the U.S. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Bill. So let's break this one down. As you can see here in this chart posted by the Bitcoin Magazine, here are the states. We have Texas, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, North Dakota, Oklahoma, Wyoming, Massachusetts, Florida, Arizona, Alabama, Utah, Kansas, South Dakota, Nebraska, Illinois, Indiana, Montana, Missouri, New Mexico, Iowa, and Kentucky. Which state will it be first? Yesterday I read some stories where they say it's going to be Utah, Mormon land. But what are your thoughts on that? And you can see the United States map here. I mean, that's pretty phenomenal. What do you think will be the last state to adopt Bitcoin? If I was to guess, I'd say like New York or something like that. They're just behind the times when it comes to the financial landscape. I mean, it's so controlled, but nonetheless, I digress. You guys let me know what you think. I mean, half the country, that's a W. And also, as Vivek shared here, the state of Texas to buy up to $500 million worth of Bitcoin every year. That's $500 million every year. No one is bullish enough. But of course, that's if the bill gets approved. But do you think the bill is not going to get approved when you have half the states in the U.S. all racing for Bitcoin adoption? I mean, who's going to get left behind? Anyone that doesn't have the Bitcoin bill. Which leads us to our next story. Florida Senator Gruters. And I wonder, is he... I don't know this guy personally, but nonetheless, he proposes the Bitcoin investment bill for the state funds. That's right. Florida Republican Senator Joe Gruters has introduced a bill proposing the investment as part of the state's funds at the Bitcoin and other digital assets to counter the rising inflation. We know inflation is no joke. It follows a string of other U.S. states recently moving towards the same goal. Quoting him here, the state should have access to tools such as Bitcoin to protect against inflation. Inflation has eroded and the purchasing power of assets held in the state funds managed by the chief financial officer. Couldn't agree more. And for those that don't know, the US dollar is mathematically guaranteed to continue to decrease your purchasing power because they're guaranteed to continue printing money. Bitcoin has the opposite effect, the polar opposite. Bitcoin is mathematically guaranteed to increase your purchasing power against the dollar because there is a finite limit of supply and they can't print more of it. Gruters highlighted major asset management firms such as BlackRock, Fidelity, Franklin already adopting the biddy and viewing it as a hedge against inflation. Along with Bitcoin having greatly risen in value, becoming more widely accepted as the international medium of exchange, and reasons Florida should consider investigating state funds, or investing, I should say, into the asset class. And I think it's just a matter of time. We also know DeSantis, governor, very bullish on the biddy as well, and anti-CBDC alongside the Trumpster. Gruters propose allowing Florida's chief financial officer, Jimmy Patronis, to invest Bitcoin into the state general reserve fund, the Budget Stabilization Fund, and the various other agency trust funds. Invested into everything. Why don't you? However, he said the biddy holdings to any account should be capped at 10%. Meanwhile, Wyoming's comparable recent proposed bill limits allocations no more than 3%. So Florida's 3 times more bullish than Wyoming. That's a W. It comes only months after Patronis, it sounds like the drink Patron, wrote a letter urging the Florida Board of Administration to consider adding the biddy to the state's retirement fund investments. That's another big one there. Bitcoin is often called digital gold and could help diversify the state portfolio and provide a secure hedge against the volatility of other major asset classes. Facts. And just a day before Gruters' filing, Kentucky became the 16th U.S. state to introduce legislation, as we covered in yesterday's pod, aiming to establishing a Bitcoin reserve. The bill, KYHB 376, introduced by Kentucky State Representative Theodore Joseph Roberts on February 6. And if passed, it would authorize the State Investment Commission to allocate up to 10% of excess state reserves into the digital assets, including the King BTC. So what are your thoughts? 22 states adopting the Bitcoin, the state proposing the U.S. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Bill. Do you think the state adoption will occur first before the nation state adoption from the Trumpster? I think it looks that way, but you guys let me know your thoughts, and welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream as the crowd continues to go wild. There's a fiesta in 5 more hours. Hide your kids, hide your wives, hide your cats, hide your dogs. McFoofinator is back. Huddle Gang, thank you, brother. You get a gong strike for that. Appreciate the support. All the memberships to the channel. Thank you, guys, especially McFoofinator. We got close to 1,300 people on the live. Not sure. Why is Wisconsin not highlighted? It's a good question. I didn't create the map, so not exactly sure. Shout out Brian. Wish I can be there to enjoy the party. Shout out to everyone going. JV's throwing the party, so you know it'll be good. Hope to meet you one day. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. Just reposted you. Mick Scrooge, thank you for the repost. Otilla Higgs and Hector wrote, Ryan Cohen will probably launch a GameStop meme coin next. I hope not. I hope he just puts some biddy on the balance sheet. But we will soon find out, won't we? I mean, if he's talking to Sailor, I wouldn't like to believe he's going to do the meme coin thing. But who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. I just know it's bullish. Bullish, bullish, bullish. So here's what we're going to do. Good afternoon, everyone. It's brewski time. Shout out to the Hairy Balls. Going to be plenty of brewskis tonight. We're going to premiere Chandy's brand new music video, Bada Boom Bada Bitcoin, for the first time. This is a premiere. If you guys aren't subscribed to her, I have her channel pinned in the comments section of the tube. It's Chandy10 Music, #1 Bitcoin music channel. Also, make sure you're following her on X. That's where you'll find her exclusive content, along with these incredible music videos that go along with the music. So here we go. Let's play some music videos, and let's get ready to freaking take over the world like Pinky and the Brain. Let's go.
Bada boom, bada bang. Bada boom, bada Bitcoin. Bada boom, breaking banks. Bada boom, we go. Laser eyes locked, the biddy is Fiat's eclipse. Bada boom, bada bang. We're lunar high on a rocket ship. No keys, no crown. Bada boom, bada Bitcoin. Wow. It's a beautiful day in the Bitcoin hood. Paper hands panic, huddle gangsters fist. The biddy keeps rising as a superstar should. Loyal to the biddy, we already knew it would. They print and pretend, but we code and defend. Cold storage lock, never trust, never bend. Fiat's the Titanic, watch the central banks capsize. Ledger don't lie, every block crystallized. Uncorruptible, unchangeable, unbreakable. Block by block, this train can't be tamed. It's decentralized power, lit with a dragon's flame. Prophecy of Satoshi, BTC can't be contained. No more playing Monopoly, decentralized, we reign, we reign. Bada boom, bada bang, bada boom, bada Bitcoin. Bada boom, breaking banks, bada boom, we go. Laser eyes locked, the biddy is Fiat's eclipse. Bada boom, bada bang, no keys, no crown. We're lunar high on a rocket ship. Bada boom, bada Bitcoin. Wow. Huddle tight, hold 'em tight, never gonna sell. 21 forever, it's a blackjack fairy tale. No inflation, no debasing, lizard folk gonna yell, raising hell, cause bada boom, I bought a Bitcoin. Huddle tight, hold 'em tight, never gonna sell. 21 forever, it's a blackjack fairy tale. No inflation, no debates, and Lizzie folk gonna yell, raising hell, cause bada boom, I bought a Bitcoin.
Fairy tales.
Vibing in the tropics, the air's so sweet. Swaying to the rhythm with the Bitcoin beat. JV's on the court, he's calling the plays. Me and Serge ballin', winning all day. Starlit sky, strawberry moon, dancing to the whispers of a bitty tune. Thirsty under a Puerto Rican hunger moon.
Libra scales tip to Aquarius charm. It's Bitcoin astrology, we're disarmed. Manifesting lasting connections on this golden shore, this legendary perfection. So good we're craving more.
Give me more.
Coconuts crack, the fire pit's dragging. Flame lit, Spinderella spins and the fam's feeling.
Hot dealers unite, Puerto Rican delight. This is our night, keeping it tight.
Puerto Rico nights under Satoshi skies. Just try to stop this good time.
It's the number 11, won't you come with me to the party, I mean.
No bad wolf's gonna try, but bitty wolves
You can't deny.
from Bitcoin live streams to juicy by the sea wet dreams.
Strawberry juicy,
Sexy vacation. It's an
sexcation.
oceanfront kind of ecstasy. It's a 100K moist bitty dream.
Puerto Rico, Bitcoin doing.
This feels right, no ditty. It feels tight, so drippy. I wanna hear you cry out my name. I wanna make you feel the bang bang.
Ding dong on my door, watch how I answer, I wanna soar.
Puerto Rico nights under Satoshi skies. Just try to stop this good time. No bad wolf's gonna try, but bitty wolves
You can't deny.
from Bitcoin live streams to juicy by the sea wet dreams.
Strawberry juicy,
This sexy vacation. It's an
sexcation.
oceanfront kind of ecstasy. It's a 100K moist bitty dream.
Tell me more, boss man. My bitty king turns me on. Serving Bitcoin. We're rebels, we're dreamers, we're the Bitcoin tribe. Living for the moment, I'm riding the rocket, living the bitty vibe. Bitty chemistry, bitty up,
fam.
Oh, bring me up, bitty glow. Prize discovery, yeah, let it show. Bang, 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 like a B-52, we built a bitty.
Stacked revolutionary love shack, boo. Stacking sats like it's Max and Stacy. Stacking sats cause tax is crazy. I'm stacking sats cause the IMF hates me. Stacking sats cause the haters don't faze me. No Diddy, no Jay-Z. Stacking the bitty like it's Nipsey and JV. Stacking the bitty like it's paper and Chandy. Stacking BTC like caffeine in my canteen. Life is a game of chess that makes biddies the damn queen. Stacking BTC till they cancel me and I can't stream. Like Biggie, it was all a dream. Now the biddy has set me free.
Going, 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 let's biddy up, babe. Bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Auto house strong, yeah, we built it this way. No one to hold 'em, yeah, we're holding, never folding.
I've always been a rapper, honky cracker, but now I'm a pastor, Bitcoin stacker. Now I'm a master of the Bitcoin standard. Hit 'em up faster than the Bitcoin panda. You can't touch me with your shitcoin flow. Like, do you even Bitcoin, bruh? Let me know. Welcome to the Bitcoin show. Now listen up closely, low-key, stacking BTC like Satoshis. In El Salvador with my Bitcoin broskies, raising up the biddy like Gohan. Living in a huddle house, we're not the pawns.
Going, 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 let's biddy up, babe. Bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Auto house strong, yeah, we built it this way. No one to hold 'em, yeah, we're holding, never folding.
Bitcoin's dripping like a new Scottie Pippen 80 G's. We're royalty, biddy kings and queens, manifesting the kingdom that's finally come. Playing chess moves, checkmate, we won.
We're raising the roof in El Salvador. Freedom flows, IMF can't hold us no more.
Stacking BTC like Tate versus the BBC. Stacking the biddy like BTC OGs. Stacking BTC on Lightning with no fees. Stacking BTC like Snoop Dogg rolls weed. Stacking BTC like Scarface with a nosebleed. Stacking BTC like Shinobi, nobody knows me. Stacking BTC like everyone owes me. Stacking BTC like Max and John McAfee. Stacking BTC, accumulating stats so rapidly, so happily. Stacking BTC so casually, no casualties of galaxies around Earth fallacies. Stacking BTC on a flat Earth with no gravity. Stacking BTC cause Bitcoin is your majesty.
Going, 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 let's biddy up, babe. Bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Auto house strong, yeah, we built it this way. No one to hold 'em, yeah, we're holding, never folding.
Bitcoin glow, stack it up, let it show. Price discovery, patience, game on, let's go. Biddy up, Roger out. We're changing the world, there's no doubt.
Bitcoin glow, stack it up, let it show. Ice discovery, patience, game on, let's go. Biddy up, Roger out. We're changing the world, there's no doubt.
There you have it, fam. Let me know what you think of the new music videos, especially the one we just premiered today. Bada boom, bada Bitcoin. Had to make up for yesterday not being able to play the music videos. Yeah, I love the new video personally, and all the videos Chandy's been producing, top notch, always raising the bar as we're raising the roof like Gohan. Burning the sage, striking the gong. I mean, what more can you ask for on a podcast? Check it. Let's send Bitcoin back to price discovery, shall we? If I'm understanding the over-the-counter market, I don't know. So Sheldon, what don't you know? Diana, the price was well over 100, but when the whales are buying the OTC, I don't think the price is updated as often. Let's just say it's in the whale's best interest to keep the price suppressed, meaning low. If you were a whale buying billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, you'd more likely be excited to buy it at 100 or under versus, let's say, 200,000. You're going to get double the amount of the biddy. So the Giga Chads, the Lawrence Finks, and all those big guys, they're loving the fact Bitcoin's at a discount right now because they're just buying as much up as humanly possible, and they're printing the money out of thin air, or I should say getting the loan out of thin air, which the government or the Fed prints out of thin air. The convertible notes offering witchcraft, aka Bitcoin alchemy, and borrowing, against the stocks and the convertibles, yada, 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 whatever that alchemy is called. Saylor clearly has it figured out. We call that the Saylor put around here. And now the other companies are following Mikey Saylor and Strategy B. Go figure. JB, where'd you get that gong at? I get everything on Amazon. It's the better gong. They sell like cheap gongs and good gongs. This is like a real musician's gong, so it's a little more pricey, but it's fucking awesome. I couldn't recommend it enough, or I wouldn't be keeping it on my desk. Great reviews. This is probably the best one you're going to find. I was looking for one that didn't have branding on it, but the reviews were just so great for it. I didn't mind the Zilijian, or however we pronounce this in Mandarin, but top notch. These are handcrafted, very good quality gong. So if you're looking for top notch gong, I couldn't recommend it enough. But you'll find it on Amazon. I like it for sure. I'm home now. I got you on my phone and my TV. Nice. I love it. Very good lightning. Right on. If I'm under, yeah, man. There's a good chance it could happen. It's already going up. It's going up forever, Laura. Speaking of going up.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
There's no second best crypto.
Y'all want to see a pic of the Nipsey snuggled up while JV's pod play? Oh, snap. Shandy's posting Nipsey pics. I told you to save the Nipsey pics for his OnlyFans, Shandy.
Crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura. Take all your
forever and ever. We got close to 1,600 people now in the pod. Appreciate y'all. If you guys can comment, quote the stream on X, we'll continue to hack the algo. We're going up there. Meet us all freaked out over this BS. They buy all the Bitcoin, the crypto, can get laughing with a cigar in their mouth. Exactly. And speaking of cigars, I will have a big fat cigar in my mouth this evening. And all of our guests will get big fat cigars as well as one of their surprises. Now, oh my God, yesterday, the tracking for the UPS said our hats for the event, that was another surprise, is a custom new hat from Sergio. And the package supposed to have came yesterday by 9 p.m. Fucking Puerto Rico. It never came. So I'm like praying it comes this afternoon before the party, because I ordered, we got a lot of hats coming as, jeez Louise. So I'm praying. JB, looks like you're smoking a giant blunt. Good. That's what it should look like. The only difference is you don't smoke the sage. You just enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like tonight, I don't know if I'll smoke the cigar, but I'll definitely pull a Will Smith. I just bite it for the look. I don't light it. Almost to the airport. Snap. That's what's up, Fax. I thought you were already in Puerto Rico. You're back at the airport already? What's going on there? Nipsey can still hear JV on the laptop. Nice. I'm about ready to roll one. Roll one for your boy. Much appreciated.
Bitcoin.
What's the meaning of the party? Exactly how it sounds. 100K Bitcoin Fiesta. Fiesta is just a term for the party, right? In it's more common in Puerto Rico, we use the word fiesta to celebrate. So we're celebrating Bitcoin hitting $100,000, which it did. It's been a while, obviously. I don't know, was it November or something? But we hit 100,000 a while back, and we're going to celebrate it. And hopefully we can recapture 100 at the night of the party. How cool would that be? But that's what it is. It's not a conference where we're speaking about Bitcoin. We just basically have a DJ playing shandy jams and good music, good vibes, oceanfront biddy vibes, food, drinks, a fiesta. What you would expect at a fiesta to celebrate with the fam. I just got juicy watermelon papers. Nice. For a long time, JB, plan to have one whenever big. Yeah. Back in 2021, we started talking about it. And I said, when we hit 100K, we're going to have a party. And I'm going to invite the fam that is watching this show every day for 2 hours every single day. And here we are. Today's the big day. Less than 5 hours away. Puerto Rico. Oh, you're picking somebody up for the party. Oh, nice. Awesome, brother. I didn't know that. But anyways, considering we have to get ready for the party, I'm going to end the stream early today. Typically, we keep it running to the top of the hour. But I think we had a good show today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Tomorrow, there will be no show. It's because I can't stream. We're going to be on a boat. We're doing like a VIP day snorkeling boat tour to a beautiful island. And so we'll be on all day. So there will be no podcast tomorrow. I get to take a vacay, a break from podcasting. So we're going to be on a boat. Don't expect a show tomorrow. But the following day, which would be the 9th, the 10th. The 10th, we'll be back on track. So just one day off. I mean, today we're celebrating episode 1900. So exciting times, man. It's crazy. Max is calling for 2.2 million this cycle. 2.2 million in play. What up, Erico? Welcome, brother. Yeah, parties are excellent for networking because I'm going to have a bunch of new friends in real life, not just on the internet. I mean, Chandy's with the nip. That's awesome. Watching the show with the Nipinator. JV is live, and this is where Nipsey is today. That's why you don't see him here. He's downstairs. He got a new bestie. Just reposted that, Shandy. Thank you. But yeah, so we're going to end the stream. Thank you, guys. I mean, we got 1,600 people here. Appreciate it. Yeah, big party tonight, so we're going to start getting ready. I wish you all were here. I truly do. But is what it is. We do have a photographer that will be taking photos all evening, so I'm sure you guys will see plenty of that. And I plan on shooting video. I just got a new gimbal to connect to my phone. I'll be getting good, footage, and I'm sure we'll make some epic music videos from this footage. So, yeah, you got it. Thank you, guys. Make it a blessed day, and I will talk to you guys later. Deuces.
Oh, bring me up, bitty glow.